Haggling for the best price of your new car in the market? Well, now you don't need to worry. EcoDrive.com is the only platform which provides you with the best price guarantee and also with the fastest delivery of a new car in your city. They provide you with the best price guarantee in the market along with a rupees 10,000 additional discount if you match their pricing. Visit EcoDrive.com today if you're planning to purchase any new car. Well, this here is the Toyota Urban Cruiser. It's a car which of course is heavily borrowed from the Brezza. It essentially is the Brezza with a different face. But the big question is that is it worth the extra price over the Nissan Magnite, which really is the best car in terms of value for money because it offers you great space, great interiors, great features, as well as very good ride comfort. So we'll figure out if this car's price is justified. But do you know what is so similar in these two cars and what is the big point which is very similar? Well, I will not reveal that right now. I'll keep it till the end. But of course, don't tell me that you're saying that these two cars are brown, because apart from that, there's also something else which is very similar on these two cars. Anyways, let's start this comparison review today. Well, so here I'm in the front seats of the Urban Cruiser or the Brezza. It's the same car essentially, so you can call each one by its own name. It's the same car. Now, in terms of the overall quality, immediately you'll notice that the quality levels inside this car are half a step ahead or half a notch above the Nissan Magnite, that's for sure. The plastic quality, the fit and finish, the overall materials for the buttons, the AC controls, everything has a slightly better dampened effect and slightly better quality. What's also ahead is overall practicality. You get one big glove box here which is cooled, other one below it where you can keep a lot of odds and ends. There's a bit of a box over here also below your elbow rest, so you can easily house a lot of equipment here. And the door bins are also large enough to house those big volume bottles. So that's one area where this car is slightly ahead. But where it's also behind is in the overall equipment list. You don't get a 360 camera. You of course don't get that bird's eye view which you get on that Magnite. You get a smaller touchscreen. You don't get wireless charging for mobile phone, and also you don't get wireless connection for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, something which that car offers. And the overall sound quality of the speakers also from this setup isn't as good as it is on the Nissan Magnite. Well, so should win the battle of the front seats? Well, it's a very close call, simply because the seat comfort on this car is slightly better. The plastic quality is better, the ambience is better, but the features are behind, and for that reason alone, I think that the front seat, it's a tie between the Magnite and the Brezza / Urban Cruiser. Well, so here I'm inside the cabin of the Nissan Magnite. Now, in terms of the overall look, feel, the features, there are no two ways about it. This car is ahead of the Urban Cruiser. Now, in terms of features, you get a digital display for the dials, which is much more fresh and modern looking than that car. You also get tire pressure monitors, which that car doesn't get. You get a bigger touchscreen, JBL speakers, which have very good sound quality. And of course, you can also use wireless charging for mobile phone over here. The glove box also is much deeper, much bigger. So that also is an advantage of this car. And in terms of the design, the layout, the plastic quality, I think this car has half a step ahead of the Urban Cruiser. What you also like about this car, of course, is the overall seat comfort. The seats really are very good. And really, it is neck and neck with the Urban Cruiser. So who wins the battle of the front seats? Undoubtedly, it has to be the Magnite, especially when you consider its very affordable sticker price. Also in the back seat now of the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza / Urban Cruiser. It's the same car. Both these cars are the same. In terms of seat comfort, when you compare this car with the Magnite, you can't really choose any one of them because the seat comfort is really neck and neck. In fact, I think this car has a slight advantage because the cushioning is better and the overall seat scope just feels a little more comfortable. In terms of knee room also, it's a very tough choice to pick. Both these cars are quite roomy and spacious. The only negative is that the Urban Cruiser / Brezza still doesn't get any AC vents at the back, which is a big negative because all these cars, all the rivals in this segment now offer you rear AC vents, including the Magnite. So that's something which is a bit of a miss. Who wins the battle of the back seat? Well, I think that if this car had AC vents at the back, the advantage would have been with the Brezza and the Urban Cruiser, of course. But because of those AC vents missing, I reckon it's a tie even in the backseat department. And one more area where there's a tie is in the boot, because the boots on these two cars are almost identical in terms of the overall capacity. So we will not show you the boots and tell you and talk you through them. Well, so in the back seat now of the Nissan Magnite. In terms of the outright space in the back, knee room and headroom is at par with the Urban Cruiser. There's hardly anything to choose between both these cars. In terms of seat comfort, again, both these cars are neck and neck, and even the Magnite is very good in terms of seat comfort. The support is very good. The backrest angle is spot on. The advantage that this car has is that you get your own AC vents, and of course a 12-volt charging socket over here, which you don't get on that car. And the floorboard is completely flat, so whoever sitting in the middle can stretch his feet. In terms of the width also, internally these cars are almost identical. There's hardly anything to choose between them. But which one should win the battle of the backseat then, if everything is so close? Well, when you consider the sticker price of this car, and when you see that this car retails for about lakh or lakh and a half lesser than that car, you'll realize that Nissan has done a fantastic job with the Magnite, and it's unbelievable value really. It's fantastic value, it's unbelievable value, and just for that, the value proposition, the back seat of this car again has the advantage. Well, so here I am driving the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza / Toyota Urban Cruiser, and essentially the same car. Now when you compare these two cars or this car with the Nissan Magnite, then one thing which really stands out immediately is that the engine, the 1.5K series petrol engine, is a lot more refined, it's a lot more quieter, and it's a lot more responsive initially than the Magnite. Now you don't have to pull the turbo on this one, and you don't have to wait for the turbo to kick in for it to get going. So in that sense, it's a nicer car to drive in the city. On the highway, of course, the performance of that car is quite good, because once the turbo kicks in, there's a lot of power available. But in the city, where there's a lot of stop-go traffic, then this one feels a little better. What you'll also like about it is the steering wheel feedback. It feels a little more crisp, it feels a little more dynamic, it feels a little more responsive than the one on the Magnite. And the ride comfort definitely has the advantage. The Brezza and the Urban Cruiser definitely has the advantage over the Magnite in the ride department. The ride comfort really is exceptional, and it's one of the best cars in this segment for sheer comfort, both in the city and at faster speeds. So in that department also there aren't any issues. What you will like also about this car is the visibility. It's excellent all across, and the high set seats also give you a good view of the road ahead. The gearbox, the manual, also is easier to use and nicer and crisper compared to the one on the Nissan Magnite. So in all those departments, this car clearly has the advantage. The only area where I think this car could have been better is the fact that the automatic gearbox is only a 4-speed AT. Yes, it is a torque converter, but it's only a 4-speed one. It should have been a 5-speed unit to give it a clear advantage in the automatic department, because the CVT gearbox on the Magnite really is a wonderful gearbox, and the automatic definitely, I think the advantage overall for highway city use combined lies with the Magnite. So it really is close in the automatics, but I think the advantage in the automatic department lies with that car. But for overall responsiveness, for refinement, for fuel efficiency as well, this car does trump the Nissan Magnite, and I think this one is a little ahead of that car. And if I had to give it a score, if these two cars had to be scored in the driving department alone, then the Nissan Magnite will get a respectable score of 89 out of 100, and this one will get a very good 90 out of 100 in the driving department. It really is a strong package. Now, the initial responsiveness from this engine isn't as good as it is on the Urban Cruiser, because this one has a turbocharger. It's a 1-liter turbocharged unit, which makes about 100 bhp. So initial responses are a little muted, not comparative to that car. But on the highway, the performance is quite good, and even at mid-range, the performance levels are quite good. Now, when you started from cold and we're driving in the city, the overall refinement and vibration levels are under control on this car. But when you rev it, and when you're on the highway and doing speeds in excess of 100 kph, then you can hear the engine noisiness inside the cabin. So that's something which a lot of customers will tell you about, and definitely it is half a step behind the Toyota Urban Cruiser in that department. So refinement levels definitely are lower than that car. In terms of the gearbox, you get a manual 5-speed, and you of course get a CVT automatic, and I would suggest you that you go for the CVT, because it's a very good gearbox, beautiful gearbox in terms of the operation, smooth shifts, up and down, you don't even get to know what's happening. It really is very refined, and it's better than the 4-speed automatic on that car, especially for the highway. The manual gearbox though is slightly behind the Urban Cruiser, because it doesn't have that same kind of quality in the shift pattern. It's not as smooth, not as light, and not as efficient as the one on the Urban Cruiser. So there is something where this car is behind. Highway stability also is slightly lesser than that car. Again, the Urban Cruiser has the advantage in the highway stability. At slow city speeds, the suspension on this car does a good job, but at faster speeds, you will prefer sitting inside the Urban Cruiser, because the stability of that car feels a little better. What you'll also like about this car though is the visibility. Visibility all across is excellent, and overall the performance is more than sufficient when you compare it with the urban cruiser. However, the fuel efficiency figures that some people are saying aren't as generous as they are on that car, so that's something which you have to keep in notice. Overall though, I'm pretty satisfied with the Nissan Magnite's driving bits. I think that it has most bases covered and it is at par, very close to the urban cruiser. Which car do you think should win the battle? Which one should win the battle of the driving bits? Well, undoubtedly the K series engine on the urban cruiser has no comparison, no match, and it is the best engine in this segment, even better than some other rivals. Well, so overall the big question is that what was the big similarity I was talking about at the start of the video? Well, the similarity is that both these cars are 4-star safety rated cars. Both of them have been rated from different agencies, but still you get 4-star safety rating, which is quite good and quite respectable. Now, who is the winner of this comparison? The Brezza / Urban Cruiser is a great car. It's a proven product in terms of the overall refinement, responsiveness, pace, quality. It's a very good car, no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, when you see this car, it gets better features, it gets quite a good engine, and also gets good interiors. And honestly speaking, I just can't figure out why you would want to spend almost 2.5 or 3 lakh rupees more when it compares with the automatic versions. The CVT and the automatic on this one is almost a gap of 3 lakh rupees, and I really can't justify why you need to spend that kind of cash for the Brezza and the Urban Cruiser. So my vote, and your vote also, should be with the Nissan Magnite. It's a very good car, roomy, spacious, well engineered, feature loaded, and definitely that 3 lakh rupees in the long run will make a big difference if you put it in a mutual fund.